welcome back. Today we're going to be doing this look for Valentine's Day. Alright, it is that time again. Time to do a Valentine's Day look. It's funny, I actually remember doing a Valentine's Day look last year, and I remember I had blonde hair and things have changed. Okay, so I am going to start with eyes. I'm looking for, actually I think I am going to prime my eyes with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 01 Cool Ivory. I gotta tell you, I have sat down here 3 times, tried probably 6 different looks, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I still, here I am sitting down to film this video, and I'm still not 100% sold on exactly what it is that I want to do. I guess I'm going to be figuring this out at the same time you do. I played around with a couple palettes, and I just couldn't settle on a look that I liked. Or I should say, I still haven't settled on a look. So I've had a couple palettes. I've had this mauve palette. I tried working with my Emily Noel's palette because I really wanted to do like something red, obviously for Valentine's Day. I tried going in like with this shade Cheer and Laughery and Good Vibes, which is really pretty. And even like this shade Pie Fi, I don't really know what that shade is. And this shade Belle Violet. Oh, that one was pretty, but it still just wasn't quite right. Like I said, I've gone in with this mauves from Profusion. I tried to look with this palette from Catrice, going in with kind of these colors down here. Still wasn't into it, and now I've pulled out my Too Faced Natural Matte palette. I still don't know what I'm gonna do. What do I want to do? I just don't know. I know I'm probably gonna end up using this white. So I guess whatever it is what it's going to be, because we got to do something. All right, I think I'm going to go into this mauves palette because I mean this just screams Valentine's Day. And I'm going to go in with some of this shade Lovely in the crease. I got these new brushes from e.l.f. whatever that is, professional makeup brushes, because I wanted, like, look how super large and fluffy some of these are. There's a little bit of something that came out. Okay, I'm gonna play with this gigantic one again, going into that shade Lovely. This might be a mistake. This probably isn't the video to test new brushes. Okay, I think I lost all the pigment. Let's see what happens if anything comes off this brush. Okay, I'm kind of taking it, instead of on that part, I'm taking it on the edge and kind of buffing it. That's actually working to blend that out really nicely. Okay, I think I like that. We're basically going to create it on this eye, and then I'll put it on this eye, because then if I mess up, I only have to wipe off one eye. Alright, to deepen up the crease, I think I'm going to go in with this shade Monsoon. I think I'm going to go in with this brush. Again, going in with that shade Monsoon, which is this shade right here. I'm really just finding my crease and pressing that in pretty deeply and running it back and forth in my crease. Then we'll put some on the inner corner and outer corner. I think I'm going to take some of that, dip it in that shade Monsoon, put it back into my crease, but tilt it up just a little bit, so into my crease and up. And then run that back and forth. Of course, I would mess up. Okay, and we'll go back in with that super big brush into the shade Lovely. Just gonna work that back and forth. My gosh, that's a ginormous brush. All right, I think I need to go in with a slightly smaller brush. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna put any product on this, and I'm just going to blend. I'm going to go in with this shade Persona. I'm going to take some glitter glue. So with some glitter glue, I'm going to place that onto the center of the eyelid, where I kind of left it somewhat bare. Then I'm going to take a small shader brush, and I'm going to get into the shade Persona and pat that onto the glitter glue. Then I'm going to take just a little bit of glitter glue, go right in the middle of that shade Persona, like right where my pupil is. Tap that on. And then I'm going to go in with an even smaller brush. And I'm going to go in to the shade Ooh La La and pack that on. I think I'm going to take a little bit of this shade Explode and blend that as well. Or maybe a little bit of this shade Ballad. I'm going to go in with a little bit of this purple shade Ballad and blend that right here where Monsoon meets Lovely. Just to kind of soften that up a little bit. Yeah, that was the call we needed. I think I'm happy with that, so now I'm going to recreate it on this eye. This eye is done. I also went ahead and threw on my lashes. This is the eylure London Wispy Light. Here's what they look like in the package. I love these because they go shorter on the inner corner naturally, which definitely helps me. And also, I got this from Ardell at TJ Maxx for like $3. This changed the game. This made it so easy to place and actually like press the lash onto my lashes. That made it way quicker and less painful than normal because that's usually a very painful process for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into face. I earlier already did sunscreen. I did the Kitten corrector from Stila. So I am just going to throw in a little bit of this Fourth Ray Mellow Milk Mist to just kind of refresh my face. And then I also did some of the e.l.f. brightener. So, but I didn't do any concealer or anything like that. So what I think I want to do is do cream products and then go over with my L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear powder foundation, which I did in a video that I will link for you. I really liked how that looked, and I think that that's going to serve me best, seeing as how even though we're going out, you have to wear a mask to go inside and to wait around and stuff. Sorry, that was loud. So I think that that is what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and pull out some cream products. I think for blush, I am actually going to use this Milani. I think I'm going to put highlight on top because I kind of want highlight to be, you know, a little intense. And then for bronzer, ooh, is that? We actually might do this jelly bronzer from Rimmel. And then I'm also going to cream contour with my Maybelline contour stick. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with Milani. I'm actually going to try this on my stippling brush from e.l.f., my Jelly Pop brush. I actually got panicked and thought I forgot to do my foundation until I remembered that I was going to do the powder foundation. Okay, doing this blush with a stippling brush may not be the best, so I am going to pat that in just a little bit. Oh shoot, I forgot to do concealer. Well, we'll just do that next and try to avoid the blush as much as possible. I also have these weird, right there I have a weird dry patch, and right there, I don't know what that is. We're just doing our best. Okay, let me do concealer. I'm going to go in with a little bit of my Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer in Ivory. That looks a little odd. Okay, so there's concealer. And then I'm going to contour with my Maybelline contour stick. Gonna blend that out. And I am gonna also, well, okay. I want to contour around my lips, but okay, maybe I can use this, but I'm gonna use that brush. Alright, I'm gonna take some of this cream contour on this brush and take it around my lips. And then let's go ahead and jelly bronze. I'm going to take this on a sponge. And let's... don't think I'm liking that jelly bronzer. I don't know if it's coming off on camera, how it's coming off to me. It's a little orangey almost, but maybe it'll look fine after we put on the powder. So there's everything I want under the powder. So now I'm going to grab my brush What am I doing? I don't know. What are you doing, Mackenzie? Alright, and now I'm going to dip into this infallible powder and just pat that all over my face. Alright, so this side I think is really nice. The blush looks a little crazy. I don't know. Maybe that Milani blush isn't the best to use for this specifically because, like, well, let me look and, yeah. My cheeks look a little crazy. I think I'm going to try and maybe take a little bit of this powder on my sponge. There we go. Okay. Much better. Alright. So, don't think this is the best blush for under the powder. Or maybe it's that color. This was not the best bronzer. This otherwise looks super nice. So, I'm going to take some of my Milani Matte Silky Bronzer and just put a little bit of that on because I don't want so much of that undertone from the rimmel. I need something to offset that blush. Okay, let's try a little bit of this blush. It's kind of a peachy blush. It's a little doll baby face for me, but I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, so now for highlights. I actually want to use this highlight from e.l.f. This is from the Bite Size Duo in Cantaloupe. So I'm going to start with this fan brush. Put a little bit of that. Then I'm going to intensify that just a little bit with my regular brush and just hit that high point. Kind of boop the nose. Okay, so there's that. Now for eyebrows. I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild retractable eyebrow pencil in ash brown. Alright, so I just did that real quick. I figure that's kind of boring, but I do want to try from Flower Beauty this Fiber Fix Brow Gel. Natural looking tint. Weightless feel. It is a fiber infused brow gel. Shapes and defines for naturally filled in brows that stay in place. So I got this in blonde. I believe there was blonde, light blonde, and brown. So I kind of, oh yeah. Okay, oh, thank you. I don't know if you can see. But I did decide to get this in blonde instead of light brown because I thought it would give me like a natural highlight in my brows. So let's see. Oh, she's a little wet. It looks more wet than anything. I don't know. That kind of did lighten up my brow a little bit though. Let me run a spoolie through. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll have to keep playing with that. I'm going to put that back in this box so I remember to try that again. Alright, I also want to try this from Flower. This is their Flower Forever eyelighter in the shade Moonstone. Eye brightening. I think I seen Drew Barrymore using this and I thought, ooh, I don't have anything that color to just brighten. I know Emily Noel likes to use that brow lighter pencil from Wet n Wild, but I thought I was going to try this. So let me put this in my waterline. I always get it in my lash line. We'll see how that looks here in a minute. Alright, so let's go ahead and do our lower lash line. I'm going to take some of that shade Monsoon on the outer lower lash line. That dark shade. Going about halfway. And then the rest of the way, I'm going to do the shade Lovely. And then I think for inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with the shade Femme. I honestly don't know what this shade is called. I want to take a little bit of that under the brow bone. Alright, so we just need what? Lower lashes? I'm going to try this e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara again on the lower lashes. Oh, we need lips. We need lips. What are we going to do? I don't think I like that brightener. I think I'm going to try to run some of this Wet n Wild Breakup Proof retractable eyeliner in black. Yeah, over that brightener. Then I'm going to take this really tiny brush into that shade Monsoon. I like it. I think it'd be pretty for everyday looks, but I think with this look, it just isn't working. Alright, lip. what we're gonna do, and then we're finished. This was kind of an experimental Valentine's Day look. Like I said, I sat down multiple times trying to figure out what in the world I wanted to do, and I just could not come up with anything that I like. So I like this. I think I learned about some of my products though, like what works and what doesn't. So let me find a lip. I grabbed my Milani Color Statement Lip Liner, True Instant Color in all natural. Honestly, one of my favorite lip liners. If you have not seen where I recently decluttered my lip products, I will link that for you above and below, as well as the entire playlist. This was the last category, and I feel so accomplished. Alright, and then for lips, I didn't want anything too pink because I already feel kind of baby dolly with this cheek and the eyes. So I actually pulled out my LA Girl Matte Flat Lip Velvet LA Girl Matte Flat Velvet Lipstick in the shade Snuggle, which is like a really nice pinky natural nude for me. And then I'm going to pop this top out and take a little bit of this gloss. And there we have it. So I'm not even going to worry about reapplying a lip later. Alright, so here's the finished look. I actually love the eyes. I think it's definitely different. I did like that eye brightener. I just don't think it worked with this look. I think the black looked better. It makes the lashes pop a little bit more. The brows, I want to try that brow fiber gel more. Other than that, I think it looks good. I did not like the jelly bronzer. It was a little too yellowy orange for under this look, but I think that the Milani saved it. And I actually really like this lip with this look. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.